Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 18 of my Skyblock series. I am Son of Alistair, and as you can see, I am working on the greenhouse that we were talking about in the last episode. So today, I'm pretty much just going to be focusing on trying to get this done right here, and also after I finish getting this all finished, I would want to move over and start working on the pathway over there. But as you can see, we've started to get quite a bit down so far. I've been placing down slabs, then I'll go through and place a few blocks, so then I'll go back and pick up the slabs. Pretty much I've been repeating the process all the way around. On the first layer, I did have to go up too high just so that way all of the crops were able to be accessed without any issues, and that way, I didn't have to break any glass later on to fix it. But yeah, this is where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to finish this off, and I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll see what it's starting to look like. Alright guys, we're starting to slowly make progress. I've gotten a couple more layers down. I've just been going across, putting these down, and then once I get to the point here, instead of going across and having to waste an extra thing, and I want to try to give it this dome looking effect, like I said before, I'll just place down a slab, break slab, rinse and repeat. This has been pretty tedious to have to keep doing this all the way around. It's already taken me probably at least like an hour, if not like a little bit less, to get what we've gotten so far, but I do think that it's starting to come along. I can't figure out if I want to go all the way up with it or if I'm gonna go up just like a few levels and then flatten off the top. I think the dome overall will look a lot nicer and prettier, so I think that's the route that we'll probably end up taking. But this is where we're at so far. I just wanted to come back and show you guys kind of what it was starting to look like from this point, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, so we finished working on the greenhouse. I'll go over there and show you guys that just in a moment. But also, I wanted to come over here because last time it was nighttime, I came over here and put in some glass in certain areas so that way it'll be considered open air, I believe, and also I'll be able to see through. As you can see, I can see them spawning in now. So, I could either sit here and wait for them to spawn and then just open it up as I need to, or also, as you can see, I built some glass over here as well. So if we go in here, I have like a little alcove that I can stand in top of, and this is the perfect height to get them to spawn without actually despawning on us. So I could sit there if need be, and also, as you can see here, I did put glass all the way down, so even though I'm standing right in front of them, they can't technically see me. So just wanted to show you guys that I got some of that stuff completed. But yeah, from here, I'm going to farm up a little bit of sand because I do need to get enough extra sand for the little sanctuary that we're going to be building for the turtles. But yeah, this is what we got so far. I just wanted to come and show you guys what we had, but I will continue to farm this up, but then after it's daytime, I'll go over to where we have the other greenhouse built, and I'll show you what that's looking like. Okay guys, so I came over here, we were getting ready to look at the globe that we got over the greenhouse, and I had a trader spawn, and the one thing that he had for me that I did not get yet is kelp. And I went ahead and hurry up and rushed and bought two of them with some emeralds that we had left over. But also here is the greenhouse that we have finished. As you can see, it's a pretty big dome around it. I plan to eventually, like I said, I want to do like maybe some spiral staircases, like a couple of them that go up like around this to like a second platform that'll be above this area here. I was thinking about maybe doing like maybe something that is either with glass or just doing like a ring around it and then leaving that center piece open. I haven't exactly decided how we're gonna do that yet. That'll probably be a ways away. We still got to decorate like all the area and stuff down here. But yeah, this is what's going on so far. I figured I would keep him trapped just in case I needed to get some more. He also sells his podzol, which I believe we should be able to make if we was to put like some 4x4 spruce down. it should create podzol around the area. So that shouldn't be that big of a deal. But the kelp was a big deal because now we can take the kelp and use that to make little bubble uh, like bubble things to where we can go up and down our water sources faster, like over at the husk farm where we go down to the bottom to collect all the resources. We'll be able to fix that with the kelp here to be able to make it to where we'll be able to go up and down faster, and you'll see it'll be a lot better. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. This is the dome here. I would give you like a view around it, but I'm kind of hungry and it would take forever to walk around this. But pretty much it's symmetrical all the way around. Everything's the same. I did do the entrance a little bit different here. I plan to change maybe these two blocks, and I was also thinking these two blocks back here with glowstone or something in the future, so that way it looks a little bit nicer. Also, I'll be replacing all of these with glowstone as well. But yeah, this is what we have. I think it's really nice. And if you look up there, you know, everything is just symmetrical. I think it looks great in here. I love the look of this. But yeah, this is what we got going on so far. I forgot that I'd never removed these. I want to say that, is there anything underneath these? Oh, I just had half slabs up so that way nothing would fall through. Alright, cool. So, and as you can see, I got another lead from killing the llamas from him. Whenever I trapped him, it broke one of the leads off. For whatever reason, he only had one llama with him, so I'm not exactly for sure what had happened there. But I'm glad he spawned nonetheless, because I was wondering if we was even going to be able to get kelp on this skyblock, because I hadn't seen him, and I've had like 3 or 4 traders spawn that I had caught. But yeah, when I came over here to get ready to show you guys this, I started hearing the noise from him, and I was like, well, we shouldn't have any villagers over here. And I looked to my left and seen that he was just chilling right over here. So I had some extra cobble on me whenever I was coming back from the husk farm. Decided to throw that down around him real quick. And we don't have any mobs spawning over here right now, so we shouldn't have to worry at all about anything coming and killing him. I'm pretty sure that now, since we've made a trade with him, he shouldn't disappear. But like I said before, you know, we pretty much have a way to get the rest of this stuff. It's just gray dye, light blue dye, azure, which you can get just from cornmeal and grass, and kelp and green dye, which you can get green dye from kelp. And now that we have one kelp, we'll be able to grow more. So it's not really a big deal as far as that goes. I did have to move my water source over here as well, because like I said, we plan to be building up like a little turtle sanctuary over there. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I'm going to go ahead and start getting mapped out as far as like how I want the turtle farm to look and stuff around there. And then once I've got like the base of it down, I'll come back and show you guys what we're working with. Okay guys, so I've been working on this quite a bit. I am going to change this pathway here up just a little bit, because originally I was going to do it to where it came out and went around right here, but I had the cobblestone generator and the mob farm over here in the way. So what we went ahead and did instead is we came over here and we made a circle that is 27 by 27 around. And I just have this down just to kind of show you what I'm going to be doing so far. So I did the bottom with stone just because we had a bunch extra from a previous build that we did making all of these the stone bricks. So I went ahead and made the floor that just to kind of change things up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. But we're going to do pretty much sand all the way up until maybe, I'm thinking like doing like this to where, hold on one second, let me show you. Okay, so we could do sand, then I kind of want to do some dirt and stuff like that too. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing like this, and that way it kind of gives it like a wave effect, you know, because I don't really want it to be perfectly straight. That's kind of boring to have on everything, so we'll give it like some wave looks. Oops, that will be good because this will all be sand over here. Then the same thing on this side. But what we're gonna also do different is inside of here is all gonna be grass. Because I plan on, you know, making like some different things over here. So what we're gonna go ahead and do right now is I got some dirt in here, so we'll just use this. Alright, so this over here, I did use a Silk Touch shovel that we had to get one piece of dirt block over here, because when we was getting rid of the ones that was over here, I wanted to save one so that way it would spread. But yeah, pretty much I'm gonna fill all this in here. Put one of those on there. So once we get all this placed down, the grass will start spreading all around. And I figured, you know, I didn't want to do all just sand because it kind of looks boring. And the turtles are pretty cool because if you have water that's set up in an area, they'll actually swim around and stuff like that. And they're actually pretty fast in the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go grab some more dirt. Then we're going to come over here and try to get this finished up. But I'll just take you guys with me. It shouldn't take too long. We still have a bunch of dirt left over from when we was making our ring over there when we was doing the tree farm. And all of that dirt that we had extra, I had moved up to our third floor up here because I hadn't finished this storage area yet. And I figured we might as well just take the boxes that were down there, bring them up here, and put all the dirt in them. So all of these are actually filled up with quite a bit of dirt. We're not going to need that much, so I'll just bring 4 stacks. That'll actually probably be more than we need to do this with. But we're going to keep on trying to get this finished here. Just a few moments. I'm thinking that it'll probably look pretty good. I'm debating on if I want to put any like type of trees or anything over here to kind of just give it more aesthetics and, you know, better looks. But the only thing that I'm really debating is like if I do put any trees over here, it's going to take up like a big majority of the area, and I kind of don't want, you know, the whole spot to be taken up. So I'm either debating on moving this back some, or I'm going to make my own tree, which may look okay, but I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I may just end up planting a regular tree over here, then seeing how it looks. But what I wanted to do here was I kind of wanted to give it this beached look. That's why I wanted to have the sand going all the way across here on either side. And over here, obviously, this is all going to be filled with sand. But I kind of want to give it like the same type of feel, right? So we're going to make like almost like a river type of feel to it. You know, so that way it's kind of snaking around. It's not all going in one spot. You know, we want to try to make it look as exciting as possible. That'll work. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Alright, cool. So, then all of the rest of this will be filled up. Obviously, I'm going to have to get rid of that chest there at some point, but for now, we'll just go ahead and leave it. But yeah, I'm going to get all of this sand down, and then once we get this sand down, I'm going to start trying to get the water and stuff moved over. And then at that point, we'll wait for the grass to spread some, and then we can start trying to figure out how we're going to make it look overall. I just temporarily put up these little fence posts so that way, for whatever reason, you know, the turtles that we make don't go out. But those ain't really necessary. I could build up and just make it look different, and then at that point, you know, give it like its own little characteristics and its own feel rather than having it look just basic like this. Because this is kind of like how I would normally do like a small farm or something like that on normal like worlds or whatever. So as far as that goes, I'll probably change this up a bit. It looks like I'm gonna have to go over there and farm up some more sand too. It's becoming nighttime, so I'll probably go over there and start working on that. Ooh, these chests are actually empty. I forgot I moved all of the food temporarily. But I know for sure that other chest that I have over there is still full, so. Alright. Put these in here. We're not going to need this dirt. Guess I don't have any more sand. Did I put any over here? I did not. Alright, so I'm going to try to get some more sand farmed up and see if I can get this finished while we wait for this grass over here to spread. And I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, so I got all the sand farmed up and put down, and now I am going to buy some emeralds for some different things, because I have an idea. I need some glowstone for over by the farm, but I also think that it would look kind of cool if we put some glowstone down in where the water's gonna go in our little river area in the turtle area. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess around and get this up and try to get more glowstone out of the villagers here. Then whenever I come back, I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm just gonna do the whole entire floor in the middle in glowstone, or if I'm gonna try to just, you know, put little spots here and there. It just kind of depends on how, you know, patient I get after waiting to buy all the stuff from the people here so I can afford more glowstone and wait for him to reset his trade. So yeah, I'll cut ahead till I get enough glowstone and I'll be right back with you guys. So I was selling some string because I got impatient and decided to buy some from this guy, and I accidentally leveled him up. Well, not accidentally, I leveled him up to master, and it actually gave me an oak boat trade, which would be kind of interesting because, you know, I could just make a bunch of those and sell those for emeralds pretty easily if we get into a bind and need extra items, which obviously probably won't be much of an issue considering we have the mob farm over there and we're able to get so many items so quickly. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny because I didn't really realize that they did boat trades, and that'll actually be kind of useful. So yeah, just figure I'd let you guys know that. Alright guys, so I have finished the sanctuary for our turtles, but before I show you guys, I wanted to let you know I did use some of the glowstone in the build. I just wanted to let you know that before we do this, but here, I'll go ahead and show you what it's looking like. So I got all sand on this side. I was debating on putting a cactus in here, but I don't really want those to kill the turtles in any way, especially before we have more than two. But at this point, I kind of wish that we had some dead trees. So if anybody knows of any ways to get those in the Skyblock, please let me know. If not, you know, I may just put a couple down through like creative or something real quick. I hate to do that, but as far as that goes, I don't know if there's really any way to get those other than the one island over there, which is already pretty much gone and turned into a husk farm at this point. So if anybody does know, please let me know. Also, with the eggs here, keep in mind that you are able to place more than two or more than one on one square block, so you can place up to 4 on a square block, and they'll crack 3 times before they hatch. Also, another thing to keep in mind, if you jump on top of the eggs, or if something falls on top of the egg, or if say like something gravity, like if sand or gravel or something fell on top of it, top of the egg, it would break the egg, and you wouldn't have that anymore. So we need to be super careful with that. Pretty much I've been sitting here guarding it since I put it down just to make sure that it's going to be safe. As you can see, it already has cracked once, maybe twice. I believe just once. But anyways, I would like to have some dead trees or something around here just so that way it makes it look a little bit nicer. Or if you guys have any ideas on something else that we might be able to do to help decorate the desert side of this, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, this is where we're at. I'm going to skip ahead to right when the babies are hatching, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright everybody, it looks like we finally had some babies hatch out. So yeah, as you can see here, they are definitely a lot smaller than they are when they're full-grown adults. But ain't they cute? Check them out. But yeah, they'll chill in here. They should be safe. We shouldn't have anything spawn. I believe we have the area lit up pretty good. But yeah, as soon as they get to be adults, we can breed them and get more turtles. Also, I told you I'd mentioned that I put in the glowstone. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I did that. I just placed it in randomly in different places just so that way it lights up that water pretty good, but it also gives it kind of a little bit of its own character. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I am probably going to go ahead and end it off here. I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching the episode today. If you've made it this far along in the episode, please comment eggs for me for the turtle eggs that we hatched out today. And if you guys like today's episode, please drop a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Every little bit helps out. Yeah, as far as that goes, I'll catch you guys on the next one.